Welcome to the Nevis newscast for Wednesday, July 28, 2021. I'm Donis Wilkinson Keynes. The Nevis Historical and Conservation Society has issued a statement saying it is alarmed by the recent destruction at the historical slave market site in Charlestown. Nevis is unique as a living museum dotted with hundreds, if not thousands, of sites, structures, and antiquities. These sites represent an important legacy of our enslaved ancestors. They are a testament to their hard work and must be protected and preserved for future generations. Destruction of historic buildings, sites, or monuments, even when privately owned, is a punishable offense. Members of the public are urged to report any damage, destruction, or theft of stones to the Nevis Historical and Conservation Society. Meantime, Chair of the Nevis World Heritage Committee, Evelyn Henville, says the committee is saddened by the destruction of the historic wall.
It is a place that is highly sacred, and it is also extremely important to what we are doing in World Heritage. And so it was very disappointing to see that happen. There were no permissions given by planning. We understand.
The historical site is an important aspect of the era of slavery and an important aspect of the Nevis World Heritage theme, Evelyn notes.
Our theme with our World Heritage with regard to is Nevis, an early colonial Caribbean agro-industrial landscape, and as such, the enslavement period of our forefathers plays a big role in this theme. As we have stated, we have to get past the chains and the pains, and we have to show the universal value of the enslavement period and its contribution to the development of the developed world. And as such, this slave wall and where the barber shop is located, and that green space in between the flow office and octagon are all crucial aspects of what we are doing for World Heritage, and must be respected.
Evelyn Henville is a former executive director of the Nevis Historical and Conservation Society. Private sector businesses and groups in Nevis are being commended by the Nevis Department of Social Services for their overwhelming show of empathy and generosity. Director Sandra Maynard Morton says she is very pleased at the level of compassion that has come from the private sector and the organization's willingness to give to the vulnerable in these times, and the department welcomes the collaboration. Mrs. Maynard Morton says since the onset of the crisis, apart from the government's ongoing provision to those affected by the pandemic, the department has done medium to large-scale collaborations so far with the Republic Bank, SL Hosford and Company Limited, the Jamaica Kittisha Nevisians Association, and Uwali Funeral Home, Yasmin Grill, and Amory Enterprises. The department is in the process of negotiating with 2 more organizations, one in the United States and one locally, in order to bring much-needed assistance to families. Mrs. Morton says UNICEF has also allowed aid through the department's Second Chance Teen Mothers Skills Training Program for unemployed teen mothers in the latter half of 2020. Smaller-scale donations are allowed through small businesses, individuals, and churches. The number of persons benefiting can range from 10 to 300. Food and sanitary care items are currently the predominant choice of assistance items from the private sector. Still to come.
And the idea was to develop a pool of qualified swim instructors to overcome this fear of the water that we have here in the Federation.
We'll give you the details after this break.
I will take the vaccine because being vaccinated is the best way to beat the pandemic.
I will take the vaccine to protect my family, citizens, residents, and all visitors to Nevis.
I will take the vaccine to protect myself, my loved ones, my clients, my co-workers, my community.
For more information or to get vaccinated, visit your nearest health center.
Welcome back. The government of St. Kitts and Nevis, through the National COVID-19 Task Force, hereby advises that the travel advisory originally issued on February 7, 2021 and extended several times has been further extended and is effective from July 19th to August 31st, 2021. This advisory is intended for travelers from Brazil, the United Kingdom, South Africa, and India. Of particular concern at this time is the Delta variant. The evidence shows that COVID-19 variants are far more transmissible and that there is a higher likelihood of death from the symptoms of COVID-19. Persons intending to travel from the aforementioned destinations are advised not to travel to St. Kitts and Nevis at this time. Entry will be denied in particular to those whose journeys originated in India and the United Kingdom up to 2 weeks prior to their intended arrival into the Federation. Travel into the Federation is controlled by the National COVID-19 Task Force and must be approved by the Ministry of National Security following the process stipulated on the online platform www.knatravelform.kn. All citizens and legal residents returning from any of the aforementioned countries will not be denied re-entry into the country, but must also process their travel requests through the online platform www.knatravelform.kn. Such citizens and legal residents must be fully vaccinated 2 weeks or more prior to arrival. They must quarantine for 3 full days before they are tested on day 4 while still in quarantine, and then await their negative RT-PCR test result before they can be released from quarantine. 15 persons on Nevis are now certified swimming instructors following their completion of 1 week of training facilitated by the Department of Sports and the Swim to Win program. Terry Andrews of Swim to Win says all of this was possible because of their collaboration.
Swim to Win is an amazing initiative that was started a year and a half ago. Again, in collaboration with departments of sport, youth, and now education as well. And the idea was to develop a pool of qualified swim instructors who could teach consistency and proper technique to overcome this fear of the water that we have here in the Federation. And because of this pool of instructors, we're able now to be able to offer these Christina Memorial Swim Camps, which government is sponsoring, and that's what Anne is back down here for. So as a part of that, we had a continuation of our swim instructor training. Our instructors were taken up to a level 1, level 2. We have new in-water volunteers, and today is all about them.
Marathon open water swimmer and swim coach Anne McClendon conducted the training, which culminated on July 23rd.
We've had a great week. We were at Eden Life with the CBIS school to do the first Christina Memorial Swim Camp, and then in the afternoons, the instructors have come out to continue their training. So as Winston said, at the end of this week, we will have 15 paid instructors teaching Swim to Win curriculum. We have an additional 6 in-water volunteers who trained with us this week. And we just could not have this program without them. Their dedication, their commitment has been incredible, and I'm so proud of these instructors. I work with them at the beginning of the week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then I gradually began to turn things over to them because they really are the ones who will sustain the instruction and continue to recruit new swimmers, new instructors. And so I am thrilled to see everything that they are doing and working towards, and just the growth of the program and to get more swimmers in the water.
Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Social Development, Keith Glasgow, says the ministry was pleased to partner with Swim to Win program in this important initiative.
We consider swimming a very important discipline of sports. And so this initiative, where we have trainers and we have trainees, in order for us to develop a cadre of competent competent swimmers is extremely important.
22 persons, including 7 in-water volunteers, 7 Level 1 instructors, and 8 Level 2 instructors were presented with their certificates of participation on July 23rd. That's it for this edition of the Nevis Newscast. I'm Donis Wilkinson-Keynes. On behalf of all of us here at the Department of Information, thank you for viewing.